Hi, this is Will from Macclesfield Chiropractic. Today we're going to talk about the ergonomics of sitting, either in the workplace or at home. Firstly, it's important to have a desk and a chair which are compatible with each other. When we're up close, we want to be able to have the elbow forearm pads, allowing our forearm to be roughly parallel to the surface of the desk. You can also see in this neutral posture that my elbow is able to sit at a rough 90-degree angle, and also the hip angle is actually quite crucial. A lot of the times we can, if we sit all the way back, if we're a bit too low as well, our hip angle can start to become 90 degrees or less, and unfortunately in this posture what happens is our lower back starts to flatten into the back of the chair, and you'll also see that my upper back starts to round. And anytime our upper back starts to round, we're starting to get contraction, mild contraction of the shoulder muscles, the upper trapezius into the base of the skull. My head is starting to now move forwards. My upper neck is starting going into extension, and my muscles are starting to shorten and tighten, which over a longer period of time is potentially going to start to cause problems and tension and therefore symptoms. So, back to the hip angle. If we have our feet on the floor, some chairs have an actual, some chairs have a tilting option. Other things that you can add, which are very useful, is a seat wedge, or even different types of unstable surfaces like a wobble cushion. And what that does is it sometimes allows the hip to have an angle between 90 and about 110 degrees, and that sort of creates a natural little arch, because our femurs, our thighs are actually now a bit lower than our hip. So it creates a little bit of a natural arch in the lower spine, which is very important for spinal health. It's very important for your disc and joint anatomy long term as well, because that little curve creates suspension and it helps to just distribute some of the loading, rather than when our spine goes flat, we actually now start to put more just axial compression through our discs and joints. Our muscles aren't doing as much work, sadly, and the curve has become absent, so that suspension system also becomes absent. So good little arch here, arch in the back with the hip angle is quite crucial. So forearms generally parallel to the desk. We want to be close enough so we are in contact with our keyboard, the mouse just there. We don't want to be overreaching. And again, anytime we start to overreach, we're going to start putting unnecessary pressure and stress on our shoulder muscles, our neck muscles, on our arm muscles. And again, down the line we could start to develop a few symptoms and tension. So the screen, that's the next important thing. The top half of the screen roughly should be at an eye level. We don't want the screen to be too low. So if it is too low, we want to just have that elevated. When it's lowered, again, we're going to put excessive strain on the posterior neck muscles and the shoulder muscles, the trapezius and the base of your skull muscles. Nor do we actually want the screen to be either to the left or to the right. We want it to be nice and neutral. Okay, I hope this helps, and if you've got any further questions, please get in touch.